What do you say there? Beautiful day there. It's a beautiful sunny day out here in San Antonio, Texas. And we just got done with some Qigong. We crossed it off the pranic checklist. We're not being reckless, right? But I wanted to talk about something because, for the longest time, I myself had issues and didn't give myself permission to get paid for doing something that I love to do. In this day and age, we have a lot of people who are still working 9-to-5s, still doing side hustles, things on the side, still doing all sorts of things for the almighty dollar, right? They do some things that empower them, that make them feel taller. But there are some people, like I was, who do a lot of things that actually disempower them and make them feel smaller. All for the dollar, right? Maybe even some things that make them feel collared, make them feel like they're in shackles, having to wrestle and tackle all sorts of stuff. But here is something, and this is a message not only for myself as a reminder, but something for anyone who is inclined to take the time to invest in themselves and their own mind and break out of that shell, break out of your own personal hell and be able to reach the land of paradise and not even think twice, right? So they say, do what you love and the money will follow. And I say, why not get paid for what you love to do anyway? What I mean by this is, in this time, we can actually make it our mission to give ourselves permission to allow for the seeds we're planting to come into fruition, right? To let blossom and bloom your inner vision in the form that might not be the norm, but it is something that can bring peace and ultimately calm within the storm. When you allow yourself to enter into the spiritual law, which we're going to call the spiritual law of giving and receiving. I think I heard this in one of the spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra. One of the laws was the law of giving and receiving. I'm pretty sure it was giving and receiving. And you can't have one without both. And if you think I'm lying, think of it this way. Look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, right? Any of your famous basketball players. They were really good at what they did, right? Really good at playing basketball. But they loved playing basketball. Loved it. But they got paid to do that, right? Think about Denzel Washington, Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise, Viola Davis. Famous actors and actresses who love acting. And you can tell, you can see them on the screen, and you know what I mean. They love what they do. But they get paid to do that, right? Oprah Winfrey had a famous, one of the world's most famous talk shows. Loved her talk show. Enjoyed it. But she got paid to do that, correct? What is the problem with getting paid to do something you love, right? Why not? So There's a saying, and I'm paraphrasing, but it says that find out what you love and then get paid for it. Another way to say this is find out what you love to do and then find a way to get paid for it. And another way that I would actually like to say this is find out what you deeply love and then give yourself permission to get paid for it. For as they say, when you allow your passion to become your purpose, it may one day become your profession, you know? As you continue to see your progression, finding more blessings in the lessons, you know? Let your purpose be being in service, knowing you're worth it, knowing you deserve it. So don't allow yourself to be pressured into not being paid for what you do. Because the law of giving and receiving says you can too, right? Imagine giving, and never allowing yourself to receive. Is that the way that you'd ultimately enjoy? What if you were to exhale all the way, all of the air in your body, but you never inhaled? You never allowed for that air to come in. Eventually, I think you know what will happen. Vice versa, on the other end, if you just inhaled and never breathed out, if you just receive and never give back, you'd still be at a loss. You'd still be feeling lack. So enter the spiritual law of giving and receiving. Allowing yourself to allow for that flow in the things that you love, wherever you go. Much love, my friend. I cherish this time that we spend. Looking forward to seeing you again.